Xbox, we need to have a conversation about this spring sale or holiday sale, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it the holiday sale rehashed because aside from Halo Wars 2 and For Honor, this looks exactly like the same fire sale that you had during your winter sale. The same exact fucking sale. Okay, the only two games that you have on this sale are For Honor and Halo Wars 2. That's it. Are you aware that more games came out that are on the Xbox One other than Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, Titanfall 2, Overwatch, FIFA 17, Battlefield 1, 7 Days to Die, the Ezio Collection, Assassin's Creed Triple Pack, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Batman Premium Edition, the Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2 bundle, Black Ops 3, the Destiny bundle with Call of Duty Infinite War, or the triple pack of Infinite War with Modern Warfare and Destiny, the Dead Island Definitive Collection, Dead Rising 2. I mean, all these games were honestly offered up the last time you had a fire sale. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. You got Fallout 4 here for $20. I mean, seriously, all this here, Gears of War 4 is here. Here's For Honor, and it's $44.99. A whopping $10 off. Grand Theft Auto 5, which is offered up every single time. Killer Instinct Definitive Edition, offered up every time. Just Cause, which was on the last fire sale. Every one of these games was offered on the last fire sale. Mighty Number Dumbass on the last one. Mortal Kombat XL, last fire sale. All these games here. Ori and the Blind Forest, last fire sale. The reason I know is because I bought it on the last one for $10. Project Cars Digital Edition, I own that. Recore, I bought that already. Quantum Break, which is $24, which is actually a better price than it was on your last fire sale. Your last fire sale was $30, so you have it again. Now it's $6 cheaper. All these games here. Okay, there is Terra. I don't know how to say this game, but it's the one that was really, really good and is supposedly better on the PS Vita. Yeah, that game, like Tearaway or whatever. And you got Sunset Overdrive, which I already have. And then you have a whole lot of add-ons for the Elder Scrolls. You got The Witcher 3, which I bought at your last fire sale, by the way. You have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which is not the Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's actually Tomb Raider that was on the 360, and that's $750. What else? You got Watch Dogs 2, which was on there last time, I do believe. When did Watch Dogs 2 come out, by the way? I believe that came out last year. We're about to find out, because I don't think it came out in 2017. Let's see. They do have when it came out. Yeah. Okay, it came out before Christmas. So yeah, it was on your last fire sale. Definitely. One thing you took away from your fire sale here is you offer Battlefront Season Pass instead of actual Battlefront, the game itself. What the hell, man? You took away the games to put their Season Pass? That's horrible. What the fuck? What am I gonna do with the Season Pass but not the game? I would rather you give me the game and say screw the Season Pass. But yeah, this is horrible, man. Why in the hell did you not put Resident Evil 7 on here? I mean, you have Batman, the Arkham Knight Premium Edition for $16. That's a good deal, but right next to it is Batman Arkham Knight Season Pass for $8. Are you aware the Premium Edition for $16 comes with the Season Pass? Like, why even make the Season Pass available? And then you have the Titanfall Deluxe Edition, Titanfall 2 Deluxe Edition for 40. And again, you're just eating up a whole lot of room on here because you can buy the deluxe version with version of Battlefield 1 for 75. So you're like, hey, do I want to spend 40 and get one game or spend 75 and get two? Because it's $47.99 for the deluxe edition of Battlefield 1. So that means you'd be saving $2.99 if you just bought Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. And from what I understand, Battlefield 1 is pretty damn good. So I'm going to have to say this sale, while yes, you offer a lot of games, like, okay, Deus Ex Mankind Divided is $18, which is a great price, but at the same time, I'm sitting here looking at it like, dude, this was on the last fire sale you had. Not a bad price, but again, here we are. You were offering the same exact titles on another fire sale. You need to get some new titles. I mean, that's the honest to God thing here. Okay? I was super excited for y'all to have a sale. I need some new games on here, even though I don't really play that many. I'm bought Destiny the collection because I've been wanting to get Destiny on my Xbox One. Finally got it, and it was cheaper this time around than last time. But again, that's a game you offered on the last fire sale. Y'all need to exchange your games out each fire sale, man. Like, this is the reason why people say Xbox One just doesn't have any games. I mean, it's the same reason why they say the Wii U offers no games. They have no games because when they look at the sales or they look at what they do have, they see the same lot of games everywhere they go. So while they could be wrong, they're not. You see what I'm saying? There is a chance they're wrong, but at the same time, if they're only seeing the same exact thing every time, they're not technically wrong because that's all they see. Okay? So Xbox, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. If you're gonna have a fire sale, no matter when it is, offer different titles. Don't offer one or two. And in this case, it's only two fucking games. You could have thrown in Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil 7, and that would have only been three different games for another fire sale in which there's only three different games that makes this fire sale different from the last fucking fire sale. Do you understand? And so I say to all those who say Xbox One has no games, you're not technically wrong, but you are wrong because, yes, the way it looks when you look at these fire sales, it looks like they have no games because they're offering the same titles every time. So while you are wrong, you're technically not because you're like, where's the different games? They offered this shit last time. I want something different now. I got what I wanted from this collection last time. It's time to rotate them out. So, yes, that is the fault of Xbox. And they should actually go and change out some of the titles. That way we get a different rotation of games. And I have to put the fault on Xbox for that. So again, Xbox, this is your fault. For people thinking that you have no games, that is your fault and you should be held responsible. While I do like the fact you have fire sales because I do have the Xbox One being my all digital console, it is my first ever all digital. I have no hard copies for this thing. And I do like when you have fire sales, I do have to hold you responsible for the fact that you are not changing up the library of games for when you do have fire sales. You only put one or two major games that come out. And when you do choose those two titles, it's usually the ones that you really want to push for the Xbox brand. Halo Wars 2, come on, that's exclusively on Halo. That's exclusively on Xbox. Halo, we already know the deal. And then For Honor. Come on now, that's a no-brainer. You couldn't have thrown in Resident Evil 7. That would have been an easy 3, but you chose not to. And I understand why you chose not to. Capcom had their whole Capcom sale about a week and a half ago. but you still should have thrown it in as a additional, hey, there was another game that released 2017, and we kind of want to make sure you got a chance to pick it up if you haven't already. So that is technically your fault, and I'm gonna make a comment about it. So there you go. Until next time, you guys, deuces.